back. Today's the day. The tarp is going on. Right. Nice. Oh, fuck. I think it's way bigger than what I needed. I mean, it's way bigger than what I needed, but rather too big and too small. Yeah, looks good. I like the fact that it's got a little bit of a dip where the door is. And I like the clean lines on the side. Obviously that Harris fencing really lends itself. Looks good. Right, we're back. Today's the day. The tarp is going on. This is it. I need 2 long beams to cut across the front. So as you can see, I've got these overhangs. So I'm going to tie a piece from here all the way across the other side. So when I roll the tarp over, we're not going to get it stabbed on the end here. I don't really want to puncture any holes into it. So apart from the hole where the food's going to go through. But yeah, I need 2 long beams, one for the front, one for the back. And I might need a support beam to come through the middle just to keep it rigid. But right, let's see what we can do. I don't know if you can see very well, maybe if I come from underneath. See how the back isn't really overhanging on this side? But when you look on this side, we've got about, I don't know what, 6-8 inches. So, I'm going to put a stick coming out of the end of this pole, and then that will equal up with this side. And then I'll put a beam going across here. That will make it equal on both sides. That way it's a little bit more symmetrical. Obviously, the way the frame went on, and the frame I built, which was not square, you could tell because the Harris fencing is not matching up with it. But we can work that out. Okay, I guess the first things first, we'll do the back. I need a pole that will come out at the end of that. So I need a pole that's going to be about the same length, width as that, which I think is about this end. Because this is too long, I can afford to take a piece off this end. And hopefully, take these little bits off. I'm going to want it to go in at least 6 inches, I guess, just to give it a little bit of just so we can feel it. Okay. The hole has actually got stuff in it. I need a stick. There's a pheasant. Oh, that's no good. I'm gonna need more than a stick. Right, see if we can get this one in. Sits nice. Nice. Right, so now, like I said, I could put this beam on, say, for example, here, and if that gives an overhang to the roof, plus obviously I can make it equal to the other side, so when you're inside it actually looks symmetrical, although this stick is a bit in line with that one, right here I guess. Huh. Right, so start these ones on. Cool, I'm happy with that. It looks a bit sketchy now, but like I said, once the top tarp goes on, it should be good. Okay, alright, time to look at the front. The front's not so bad because it's already dead straight. So the idea will be, it's got a bit of an outward concave. Excuse me. It's right here. Okay, that's a nice notch. And that will sit up against the pole and help me to tighten a little bit more, so from moving left and right, it's going to be hard to hold. So working with what I can see. So when I cut this piece, obviously I need it to be long enough to create an overhang. I've used the broom, which I am actually going to replace. I'm going to replace the broom with a stick that's going to do exactly that job and support it, stop it from twisting. And on this side, this stick had, you know, a 90-degree right angle coming out, which my intention was to put in this hole. But as you can see, I'm about 2 inches out, so I'm going to have to go to the other side, loosen that, shimmy it across a bit again because I thought I was spot on, and I can slide that up inside the hole, tie that into there, and that makes that extra secure. That binds that in really well. And then I can cut these ends off, and when I drop the tarp on in, you know, the next 15-20 minutes time, it's all going to bind in and tighten up really nicely. So it is coming together. You can see what it looks like from the top. Obviously the other side's already done, and now I've got a 5 metre by 8 metre tarp. It should completely cover this thing, camouflage styly. Nice. Right, to tie this into here. Right. It's time for a centre pole. This pond is looking worse for wear. We are going to be doing a new pond in the next month or two. I think that's going to be the summer project. It'll probably remain dry until the winter. We should allow it to naturally fill up as the rain comes back in. Oh, it's such a peaceful place to relax up here. So you can just see the roof over here. So this will have a tarp over it. sweet. Time to get back to work. If you haven't seen what this place looks like fully, I will show you some clips, but you can check out some of the old videos. This place has come a long way. I think we've been here, I keep saying, about 4.5, 5 years now. Yeah, and this place didn't look anything like this when we first came here. Okay, so I already started putting this on. I've taken the broom down. I'm going to use this piece. You can see it's a V shape. I'm going to cut that. It supports this beam quite well. I might tie a piece of string to stop it from falling that way. Okay, right, so this sits in there. Take this one away. That sits in there. Hopefully, I'm going to use, like I said, the old tent, and anything that looks like it's pokey. This is actually going to cause a problem, isn't it? It's going to cause a problem because the tarp needs to wrap underneath here. It's not going to be able to, I'm going to have to cut it, which I don't want to do. Is it actually tarp time? I can't believe it. I'm falling off. I'm trying to figure out a way of putting this on so I can actually wrap the tarp all the way around. I don't want to have to cut it. Straight. Once I put the tarp on, I'm not going to be able to get access to this stuff, so I need to get it done now. God knows what we might find as we unfold it. Huh. Nothing. Oh, what do? It's such a big job. I think it's going to be hard to get the tarp over there as well. I'm going to have to like throw a lead rope over and somehow drag it or something. It's something like that. Just before I do the last, the last bit, which is putting the tarp on, I've got some really thick baling twine I'm going to use just to tie these bits together, because I'm not going to be able to access any of this stuff once the tarp is on. Once I put it on, I don't want to take it off, so I'm going to just make sure everything's tight before I put the tarp on. Right, it's done. It's time. So, tied string all the way across here, just to add a little bit more support so this doesn't pull out, or should just make it a little more rigid. Right, this is it. Tarp time. It's going to be a pain in the ass. If it's anything like the other one was, it's going to be a pain in the ass to set up. Oh, fuck. There's only one way to find out, by throwing it on, right? How's it look? How's it look? How's it look? I have a strange feeling I've got it the wrong way around. I think it's way bigger than what I needed. I mean, it's way bigger than what I needed, but rather too big and too small. And it fits. It's on. That's it, guys. Back up underneath. Welcome inside. The overhang on this is insane. There's gonna be so much room in here. It's brilliant. Like I say, I'm gonna fold the tarp underneath, and then I can pull it underneath and across, and I've got obviously all these bars to tie into, so the roof will stay nice and tight. What a difference. This is so cool. Now, obviously, in the future, I'm thinking wood burning stove here. I've got one at home. And I just need to source a flue pipe. It'll come straight up along this this beam, and then obviously we'll cut a hole through the top, maybe on this side, and then we'll feed it up through, and then we'll have like a wood burner in here. But right, next challenge is to tile this underneath and have it nice and tight. I might start with the back and the front, and then work on the sides and just make sure I pull it so it's nice and tight. I can actually see there's a seam here all the way along, so obviously they joined it together. It looks like double sealed, so it should be good. All right, let's do this. I know it's still loose. I'm getting so hungry. I need to go and get some food. I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. I was contemplating cutting it, but I don't want to cut it because that's not going to do it any good. I've actually managed to wrap it over double, so clearly I've measured wrong, and I've got a tarp twice the size I needed, but it was a good price. And I had enough overhang to drop this right down and create a wall, but I don't think I want a wall on the back. I just wanted a roof. I want it to be more summery, like a shack. So this kind of fits the criteria, what I was expecting it to look like. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I think eventually I'll get some sticks, some long beams. I'll put them up against the ceiling, and this will help hold the tarp flat up against the ceiling. But yeah, I need more string. But we're looking for good weather this weekend, so I think she should be fine. She'll stay. I'm going to tidy up this mess. Just tighten that end up. The rain will definitely run off it, that's the most important thing. It's not going to get collected anywhere. Yeah, I'm happy. I think I'm nearly done. I'm happy with that. Yeah, it looks good. I like the fact that it's got a little bit of a dip where the door is. And I like the clean lines on the side. Obviously that Harris fencing really lends itself. It's good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It looks pretty good. I like the clean sides. I think it looks okay. I just need to sort the underside out. It is sagging a bit on the inside, but that thing is a huge dry area. That's amazing. It's been uncovered for about 8 months, I think, 9 months since the tent came down. So it's nice to see a shelter back there again. It's cool. I'm enjoying looking at it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It blends in nicely. I think the camouflage definitely, it makes it look nice. Yeah, I'm very happy. Yeah, it looks nice from here. I'm enjoying looking at it. I'm thinking what I might do is, I'm pretty sure there's a machine you can use which makes those little rings, you know, on the tarp, around the edge of the tarp, these little white brass rings. I reckon I might be able to cut that tarp down to size to make it fit perfectly. Also, I bought it oversized because I definitely wanted to make sure it fit. I may have very well put it the wrong way around, but the fact that it gets the coverage that I needed, it will stay as it is. But yeah, I might see if I can get those little ring things and see if I can custom fit some new ones, so I can make it so that it's not sagging in the middle. The alternative is to get some long bits of wood and run them along the underside, and that will press up against the ceiling. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it'll work. Yeah, it's cool. I love it. Right, see you in the next one.